Now, these magical experts have termed the very oldest form of magic to be what is referred to as sympathetic magic. Now, the idea of sympathetic magic is very simple. We are to view the entire universe as a harmonious system in which everything works together. And things that are similar can be counted upon to behave similarly. And things that are similar to each other influence each other. And the classical example of sympathetic magic would be if there's some person that I want to influence, I might make a miniature doll that looks like that person, and then by pricking the doll with a pin, we can influence that person's morning, or by giving him something to think about. Sympathetic magic. Now, I have, in a dark corner of my basement, a representative from the Internal Revenue Service. Well, I don't know. He knocked on my door. He was asking some uncomfortable questions. And suddenly I decided he would be a perfect candidate for an experiment in sympathetic magic. Now, the first thing I learned from this experiment is that if you have a doll and you plunge the first needle in, the target makes a tremendous amount of noise. However, if you continue to add additional needles, eventually they do shut up. Now, this fellow has been with me for quite some time now, and given the circumstances, he's actually been relatively well behaved. So I think this evening we will alleviate some, but not all of his suffering, and we're going to let some member of the audience make some decisions about how we're going to do that. Sir, would you mind helping us with this? You can stay right where you are, okay? Here's how we'll do this. I've got a number of cards that indicate the locations of various different stimuli, and I'll just present you one, and you simply say keep or remove. If you say keep, I'll put it back into the pack. You say remove, I'll put it down on the table, all right? So keep or remove. Keep, all right? Keep or remove. Keep. Keep or remove. Okay. Keep or remove. All right? There's a pattern here. Keep or remove. Keep. There's that pattern. Keep or remove. So much for the pattern. Keep or remove. Okay, let's see what he's decided to get rid of so far. He has decided to get rid of the needle that's going through the elbow. He's decided to get rid of the one that's going through the knee. He's decided to get rid of the one going through the shoulder. He's decided to get rid of the one going through the hand. That should be all of them. Okay. All right, so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, okay. So, keep or remove. Okay? Keep or remove. Remove. Keep or remove. Remove. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Heart and head. Heart. Head. That one's got to hurt. I like that one. All right. So let's see. We should have. Okay. So we've got a couple of them left. Tell you what, we'll do this differently. Do you want to remove the top one or the bottom one? Remove the bottom one. So he's decided to get rid of the one going through the foot. All right. Which leaves us only one needle that is penetrating the neck. Wouldn't you know it, he decided to leave us with a pain in the neck. Now, which leaves us in a very interesting place. Remember I said at the very beginning that this was an experiment in sympathetic magic. And one thing we know for certain about experiments is that they must be replicated over and over again in order to have any validity whatsoever. And so it is that, as a matter of fact, there have been other unexpected knocks on my door, other accidental guests in my basement, other dolls, other sets of needles, and eventually other audiences. Other audiences subject to the influence of sympathetic magic, making what feels like free will decisions, But since audiences are in fact similar, and since similar things can be counted upon to behave similarly, we should not be at all surprised to discover that sometimes things turn out precisely the same.